I'm thankful for life. I'm thankful to make it through another blessed weekend. And I want to talk to you briefly about the now. That's the topic of discussion today, the now. But before I get in that, I just want to thank everyone for on Twitter for joining in onto this discussion. Thank you for joining in on Twitter. Thank you for joining in on YouTube at the Will Builder Stock channel. And thank you all for joining in from the Trilogy podcast. I want to welcome a new community. I want to welcome the Will Builder Stock family on Reddit. Will Builder Stock is now on Reddit. So I want to welcome everybody that's joining in from Reddit. Um, you can support Will Builder Stock and WBD Ministries um, at Linktree/WBD Ministries. You could click on that link and you could find all the ministries that we have going and ways that you could be supportive of us to help keep content coming through. We're thankful for all our partners and we're thankful for everybody that gives to this kingdom business. As always, kingdom mission and kingdom vision. So as I was saying, today I want to talk briefly about the now. And I know as people, most of us that's goal driven and just driven in life, I find that there are times where we can try to find identity in things that we do and things that we accomplish, whether it be a job title or title in ministry, uh, a business that you run, or maybe just being a parent. As you all know, I'm a believer, so everything that I think of, or come up with, my philosophy on life is always done through a biblical lens. I'm not religious, but I do believe in relationship, and I believe that our faith is relationship. So I'm thankful for today, like I said, and you got people that's big on titles, big on achievements, and like I say, it's good to be proud of what you are and what you accomplish. But titles is not who we are, and functions are not who we are. As believers, we are children of God, and reason why that's important is because functions change as life go on. If you're not aware, your bodily function will change as you get older. When you're younger, you have more energy. Some cases you're more stronger. When you in your middle age, you could be more wiser. But you start to notice that your bodily function ain't as what it used to be. Your energy levels ain't where it used to be. Um, your lifestyle and dietary decisions has start to catch up with you as you get older. And as you get older, you lose, energy, bone mass, muscle mass, and your body begins to get frail because that's what the body does. But what happens to your body mentally when you start associating yourself with these titles and your functions change? You retire and you don't really know what to do with your life after you retire, or you notice you can't play sports like you used to play when you were younger. What happens? Your children move out the house, or you get a job change, or you change. You know what I'm saying? Locations. These things can trigger us and make us feel like if we're not in tune with who we are, it can make us feel like we're not valued as productive citizens in society, and we could start to feel devalued. And what can happen is when we feel devalued, because we placed our worth in titles and positions, what we could do is we could become uh, overly engaged in a particular title or position, and we could start to look to people in a wrong way based on, you know what I'm saying, what position we hold. And we could become a person or people that do too much, because we let titles go into our head because we're trying to find some kind of importance or some kind of significance. And that's not down to earth, and that's not being real. And what happens is pride and arrogance can take over, and we end up losing relationships because we don't know our value, and we don't know the values of those that's placed in our life, because our perception on what value is in our own eyes for ourselves is wrong. So that's not good for us as we grow. Now, the reason why I want to focus on the now, because it's very important. It's good to be goal driven, as I stated before, but it's a process in achieving goals. And once you achieve a goal, it's gonna always be other goals that come to your mind. So most successful people, that are healthy in their mind, understand that the goal is not the most important thing, but it's the journey to get to the goal that keeps you humble, that helps you understand the process, is knowing the journey. And in order to really appreciate the journey for what it really is, you have to embrace what it is now, at this moment in time, today, at this hour, at this very second. You have to embrace it. Now, in the now, you may hold a position or a title, and that's all good. But understand, as life goes on, that position or title may change. Um, you may be at a job and holding a position, you may have been there for 10, 20 years, and the job may end up paying you less money than when you started. Now, you may feel like, you know what, they doing me wrong because I've been here this long and they haven't honored me. So they doing me wrong by not paying me more. But in reality, that's how most companies do. Companies gonna always look for a way to increase profit and lower expenses. That's just how most businesses run. That's for profit. And you may feel like, you know what I'm saying, you're being left behind. Now, them companies, that's a different story. But you as a person, that's your fault, because as people, if we know we're in a situation and it's not changing, we have to be strategic in the decisions we make to better our own personal life. Like, you have to take ownership of your life. So if you know that you've been there 10, 15 years and nothing changed for you financially, what you have to do is get yourself more credentials or more education to make yourself more attractive on a labor market, or either put yourself in a better position financially within the company, uh, and make yourself a little bit more competitive. So if you're not doing that, then you're not giving yourself a chance to grow in the midst of a society where everything is changing. So it's very important to embrace the now, but always think ahead on what things I could do to do better for myself and for my family, because um, companies are not dedicating uh, time and effort into us for the most part as workers. If you're a worker, your company not really looking out for you. If you're in the middle class, that's not a place to get comfortable, because the middle class is what keep everything going. People that's below the poverty level, for the most part, they could get governmental assistance. Now, everybody below the poverty line does not get assistance, because there's other systematic structures that keep money flowing in those areas, but they supposed to be. And then people that's in the top 1%, they got more resources than people that's in the middle class or below the poverty line. So they in control of the way money flows, but usually the money doesn't flow down, it flows up continuously. And then in the middle class, we had this illusion that, oh, we living right, we doing good for ourselves, but you know, you just a check away from being on the side of the road broke, whether you're a small business owner or you know you're working for a company. You know, you're only limited how much you could do in this life when you in the middle class here, specifically speaking, in America. So the goal is not to settle, but the goal is to make it to the top one. You know what I'm saying? The best way you can. That way you could leave generational wealth. And you can't make it to the top 1% if you always doing stuff on your own to grow. At some point, you got to put people in position that can help take care of their family. By helping you, they can help take care of their family and so on. And you don't get to those places in life without considering the future, but being locked into the now. And that's the reason why I say that, and reason why that's so important, because now you may be in a position, or maybe you may be in a place that does not articulate how you feel inside about yourself. And it may be an issue at times to go through the season of your now, because you feel like, man, I'm better than this, or I could be doing better than this. You may be right in what you feel, but we can't rush the process. We must practice patience and be locked in and do what's necessary today in order to get to where we want to be at tomorrow. And it gets hard at times on the way up, but you know, you have to stay focused on your goal, and you can't skip no steps. If you skip steps, it ain't gonna last when you do get to where you want to go. If you want it to last long, you can't skip steps, and you have to be locked in every moment of time. Every moment of time, you have to be locked in on what you need to do and what's important. So you use your now as a stepping stone, whether it's a degree in a job today that's not necessarily what you want to do, you use it for now. Whether you're a business owner in your heart and in your mind and you're working on your business, but you still have to go out here in partnership with the labor market, then you use that to get where you want to be at. Whether it's a position you want in your company, you're not there yet, you got to move up. You just use where you at to get to where you want to get to. And you don't do that by thinking so much ahead or thinking behind. You do that by focusing on the now. So that's all I wanted to do was encourage, you know what I'm saying, the community to embrace the now, no matter where you at. Where you at is not who you are. Where you been is not who you are. And even where you going is not who you are. But who you are is a child of the Most High God, and you can't put a title on that. It's nothing in this earth that's gonna bring us value, nothing in the world that's gonna bring us more value than Jesus giving his life for to us. So I say that so we could, you know what I'm saying, set our sights on ultimate prize, which is Christ, and that we could store our riches in heaven where they don't, you know, get old. So just keep that in mind, my people, because things do change, titles change, positions change, people change, but you have to stay true to yourself, and you got to embrace where you at now and who you are today in order to make it to where you want to be at. Don't settle, you know what I'm saying, but be content in who you are and who your source is, and that's what's going to help you going forward. So I hope that I was able to encourage someone today. If I did, please comment, and please follow Will Bitterstock on Twitter. Follow Will Bitterstock at Reddit. Follow Will Bitterstock on YouTube and subscribe. And you can also become a partner on a Trail G Pod. It's available everywhere. So thank you for the support. Thank you for listening. I hope and pray you have a blessed day and continue to be purpose driven. All right. One.